Yeah. One West. Yeah, easy. I'm sorry, me need a break, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We work hard in a life, hustle every day and all in a night. Man a hunt for the goal and a dig it in a road and all live no life. I'm sorry, me need a break, I'm sorry. Right now me a seek time for myself and me a shell down some party. Me stress, me a look for a recess. For me brain me a refresh. This a game me a reset. Move to the girl the inna the beach dress. The body a roller, she a the neatest. She nah no man, nah that a the weakness. So me the in her ears, but not like a real pest. Nah, just a move with a vibe. Like how we a pour, the mood is alive. If you do 9 to 5, I know you a get rich, you do realize. I'm sorry, me need a break, I'm sorry. Right now we a pour kulu kulu rum on Tennessee with Campari. That is it. Move to that girl, let the body tick. What is it? You know see me a talk loud the politics. Watch it twist. No one see no ratchet flick, no matic click. No negative energy, a positive. One West I keep the peace and no magic trick. We a dance till the night gone. We a groove, we a vibe. And no care, no fear right off. Make it home with your life. Me say, me no want see you leave yet. Me no want see you depressed. We a party for de-stress. We work hard in a life, hustle every day and all in a night. Man a hunt for the goal and I mash up the road and not live no life. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Me stress, me a look for a recess. For me brain me a refresh. This a game me a reset. Move to the girl the inna the peach dress. The body a roller, she a the neatest. She nah no man, so that a the weakness. So me the inna it here, that a no real test. Nah.
Shalom.
Shalom, shalom, shalom. All right, clap it up. All right, welcome again to another Silakia. Shalom, sir. You know what I mean? Yabashem, Yabashai, Barak Thumb. We have captain of 13,000, you know what I mean? Nayatak out of ISUPK, North Carolina, under command of General Anna. You understand? We have officer of 1,000, Abadawan, you know what I mean? From ISUPK, Jamaica, under command in General Yana, and myself, Officer Kayadwan, you know what I mean? Of ISUPK, Jamaica, under command in General Yana. And tonight is our breakdown podcast, you understand, where we break down the strongholds holding by the children of Israel here in the Caribbean, North, Central, and South America. You understand?
That's right. What we have for them tonight?
Gun cancer. So we have the story of Buju Banton. You know,
Buju, boy. The Gargamel.
God.
Yeah, man. Yep. God. Come on. Want to Buju now?
Yeah, Buju apparently was shipping in some products, you know what I mean, for the victim of Hurricane Melissa.
Big up to Buju, man.
God.
Go ahead.
Yeah, man, and him a cry foul play because some of the goods them got stolen out of the barrel, him say in customs. You know what I mean? Of course, you have a minister where dispute that, but you know what I mean, we're not really sure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We have a tape to play, you know what I mean, anytime you're ready, Cap.
Yeah, man, let's see it.
Gone. In the meanwhile, everybody watching, remember to like, follow, share, subscribe, depending on the platform you're watching on. You know the thing already.
Yeah.
Transport Minister Darrell Vaughan Reggae superstar Buju Banton and the Transport Minister Daryl Vaz are at odds this evening after reports emerged that barrels of relief items he sent to Jamaica were allegedly tampered with. Transport Minister Daryl Vaz is pushing back, insisting a full investigation found no evidence. We have the details in this report.
The controversy erupted after the Grammy Award-winning reggae artist Buju Banton took to social media on Wednesday, where he complained that some of the supplies he sent for victims of Hurricane Melissa were stolen at the ports. He posted this photo of what appeared to be a half-empty relief barrel. He said the situation broke his heart and that too many crooks were operating at the ports.
Them come on a cargo plane, Dun's Head, right? And I'm thieving brother and thieving family over the work at airport. But you understand. So when things are do things on them hard, you think up. When you think up here though, we're working hard and we're trying to do things to the country and we don't get the cargo come, right? First and foremost, it take forever for you with the cargo, right? And when the cargo come out and we start looking to the cargo, Starlink missing, stove missing, all kind of missing, and the barrel them half empty. See, nothing ever happened to Kingston. There's no reason for nobody at Kingston for your thief, nothing from the people of Jamaica.
Transport Minister Daryl Vaz has been at the forefront.
I want to publicly state today, without fear of contradiction, that I did an overnight investigation, including cameras and including the custom broker who handled the shipment. And I want to make it very clear that the shipment left the airport intact as it came, fully wrapped, and everything that was there left the airport in the custody of the charitable organization.
Mr. Vaz provided these images of the shipment in question, as well as the itemized list of the goods. He insists the items were not taken to any room or off-site location. It went straight from the plane on the tarmac to the receiving truck sent for the goods.
It went to a warehouse in Spanish Town, which the government has no involvement in whatsoever. So as far as what we did in terms of making sure that the goods that were meant for the people, the poor suffering people, were delivered. And I want to thank all of the airport staff that continue to work so tirelessly under the worst strain and pressure to make sure that we manage all of these cargo flights in a smooth and efficient manner.
Mr. Vaz went further.
I'm going to ask for everybody to please just do what you are doing and do so in the best interest of the people of Jamaica, and do not cause mischief or nuisance, because I will be there to defend the government as long as it is on the seaside or the port side. Absolute rubbish was posted, and I say so without fear of contradiction.
Shamela Pullen, TVJ News.
In the meantime, in a strongly worded Instagram post, Buju Banton.
Go ahead.
That minister, he's an Israelite.
Salakia, Officer Abadawan, do you know Daryl Vaz?
No man, Daryl Vaz is a Middle Eastern descent.
Okay, kind of.
I think his father was somewhere in the Middle East, I think. Well, spring from. He might not have been born there, but then
okay.
From the region, I think.
Yeah, ain't no sweat. Right, but as far as Bush, you know, items were taken from his from the barrel.
Can.
You know what I mean? And anybody else came out saying saying that happened?
Yeah, can. Go ahead, sir. Officer Abadawan, your sound a bit low.
Yeah.
Go ahead, sir.
Abadawan, you're talking?
Well, I'm on maximum volume, but I'm saying there's some problem with the internet.
Okay, no?
The video is freezing and all that, but
okay, no sir, we can work through it. Yeah, I mean, you're just recovering from a storm that almost, that devastated the island. and it ain't been like broadcast the way it's supposed to be broadcast. Right. Because maybe your leaders and them embarrassed because there wasn't really, the infrastructure wasn't there and it wasn't prepared to deal with this magnitude of devastation. You know what I mean? So now, as Abadan was saying, we talk, like you had to depend on vloggers and, people, internet influencers on the island to really do what the news supposed to be doing. You understand? To show, what's going on the island. You know what I mean? But if people did like corroborate what Buju saying, like as a minister, he had a
Kanawan, you have several people who come out and say them face the same situations with the port of entry here in Jamaica. Whenever them try ship goods, a lot of things turn up missing.
Yeah, we gotta stop that, man. You understand what I'm saying? Like we gotta really see Christianity is like most of them men they're on the docks. They're Christians. And Christianity don't teach you brotherhood. You understand what I'm saying? Religion don't teach you brotherhood. You gotta come into the UPK and learn brotherhood and learn that when something is not yours, you better leave it to hell alone.
Right.
You understand? You better leave it to hell alone. You stealing from the poor. Remember what Christ said. Give me what Christ said it too. I think it's in Matthew 5. Well, Matthew 5, I believe, where he talks about the meek. You understand? And who he came for. Like like the oppressor. Oh boy, he have something to pay for. Because he done, oppress us, stole we name, take everything from us. You understand? And don't want us to say anything about it. And now, in our poverty, in our distress, we should not turn against each other. We should not find an opportunity now to try and, take advantage of a situation because poor people can't fight for themselves. They have no power to fight for themselves. You understand? You had that where Christ said it?
Yeah, sir. Matthew 5:5. It says, Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth.
You better understand that. And you better treat black people, special and good, because one day they are going to inherit the earth.
Right.
You understand? And those of you who want to join hand with the so-called oppressor, those of you who want to behave like the oppressor, because the oppressor, he's known for stealing. You understand? He's known for stealing. You don't want that reputation. You understand? You don't want a reputation of being a thief. Nobody would want you around. You understand? Now you put on that clothes to go on and do that work at the port of entry. Now guess what? Everybody gonna be looking at you like a thief. And you don't want that.
Yeah, kind of want
you understand? And now you're bringing problems where now we might start, the violence, the abuse to one another. And that does not have to go there. You understand? And gone are the days, where we respect, other people things.
Right.
Like we didn't do that in slavery, man. In slavery, we all know we had nothing, and and why would I steal from you? You understand?
Kind of cancer.
Like now you're gonna steal from people who actually need things. Like Albert, I want to show me some pictures, man. Send me some videos. Brother, them people, I don't know where they're living.
Right.
I don't know where they're living. Where these people with all these houses that don't get blown away, their roof done gone. You see some concrete structure. Them concrete structure look as if it was wood. That is how the Melissa make them thing look. Like it's, you know what I mean? Like when the Lord pass through, you know what I mean? You better be right here or else there's going to be some problems. You know what I mean? Right? Come on.
We have a precept as well too. You know what I mean?
Go ahead.
Can add to that as well. It said, this is Proverbs 28:3, and it said, a poor man that oppresseth the poor is like a sweeping rain which leaveth no food.
Yeah, and that's exactly what happened. The hurricane come and take away food, and you the hurricane to these people now.
Yeah,
you the man-made hurricane. You the human hurricane to these people now. I mean, Bush is trying his best. Yeah, I mean, to try and help out with whatever money he have. You understand? Which is, you know what I mean, big up Buju for that. You know what I mean? But brothers, we gotta do better than that, man.
That's right.
And then you have this prime minister, or not prime minister, but this minister. What is he minister of?
Transports and Works.
Right, transport and work, coming and trying to scold a brother for talking about, you know what I mean, about an issue that he having. And not just him.
Right.
It seems like it's other people having the issue too.
Salakia, if I may, sir.
Come on.
This is a long-standing issue with the port of entry in Jamaica. You know what I mean? I don't want to get into detail, but you know what I mean? The thing is very severe. You know what I mean? And it's not only the regular workers that who starve because wages are so low. I force many of the brothers and sisters to, you know what I mean, feel like them have to hustle, but also you have the bigger heads them up at the top where them are the, where I call it now, the enablers. You understand? And then profit off of these, you know what I mean, these stuff, you know what I mean, slack.
Yeah, that had us up, man. Like you know what I mean, like you can't, you know what I mean, that's almost like, you know what I mean, like what the excuse a cop give for joining a gang and selling the drugs that he stole, not he stole, but that he took from off the street.
Right.
And now he putting it back on the street to make money because the government ain't paying him enough.
Right.
No, you gotta be better than that. You know what I mean? You can't be a criminal. You know what I mean? The oppressor, he's a criminal. And because he's oppressing us, his intent is to turn you into a criminal.
Right.
So now he has, you know what I mean, some news, you know what I mean, something to make you look bad as a people. You understand? We will have to go through this together. You know what I mean? We got to go through the oppression together because we're coming out of it together.
Right.
You understand?
Got on.
I mean, if you just think about, if you steal, you make all of us look bad.
Right.
You understand? If you commit murder, you make all of us look bad. Don't think it's just you alone going and committing a crime, and then what that's going to say about a nation. Like people don't understand it because of the Christian church. The Christian church took that nationality out of here. It took it out of here and now give it to these other nations.
Right.
You understand? So now you look at yourself as being an individual when you're not an individual. You understand? You're not. Christ didn't die for himself. Christ died for our nation, for blacks, Hispanics, and First Nation people. Christ didn't die for you for us to be sinners, like the Christian church will have you think the laws are done away with. No, it's not. You cannot steal, you can't rob, you can't be a thief, you can't eat pork, crab, shrimp, and lobster. You cannot do these things. And you can't celebrate Christmas. I know that garbage coming up. You can't do it.
Right.
And the Lord done put you in a situation where he making sure he forcing you not to celebrate Christmas. When it don't have to be like that. You understand? Like the devastation that took place, these people ain't gonna be able to build back that zone, you know what I mean, for the next, you know what I mean, 2-3 years. And by the time that happen, next year around the same time too, if things ain't get right, the Lord could send, Melissa 2.0. And now we done. Like, why not get prepared so that if the Lord do send another Melissa, we are able to help each other. We're able to say, you know what? The forecast says go hit on the left side of the island, good, and everybody just move to the right hand side.
Yeah, kind of one can.
You understand what I'm saying? Like that's where your mentality had to be, but the Christian church will have your thinking separate. You understand? You're gonna be an Anglican, he's gonna be a Catholic, he's gonna be this, he's gonna be that. And now we all ain't thinking, well, Melissa don't care about what nationality is. Melissa don't care about what religion you believe in.
Right.
You know what I mean? Melissa working for the Lord. You understand? And now the Lord can decide who gonna get hit and who ain't gonna get hit. And all it depends on is how we serve him. Like that storm, we're supposed to make us fear the Lord more.
Right.
So we don't steal. So we don't rob. You understand? We come together. You understand? And make this work. You know, there are certain brothers in certain parts of the island that didn't get food as yet. That shouldn't be. You understand what I'm saying? It should not be. But you have these politicians who want to come up and talk politics instead of helping the people. Instead of you come up and say, you know what, Buju, you could have come to me next time, but I'm going to investigate this matter. And if this is true, I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop it. You understand? Instead, he trying to chastise Buju. No. They ain't gonna work like that, brother. It ain't gonna work like that. You ain't gonna try to turn brothers against each other. We're gonna fix this, we're gonna find out who's doing it, and it's going to have to stop.
Right.
Because people need food on the island. Brothers and sisters need all the help they could get. Come on.
So like I say, if I may, that's exactly what him that do. You might try save face make it look as if, you know what I mean, them have everything under control.
Yes.
There's no problem at all. When the problem need for fix.
Yes.
Understand? From wage issues, from everything need to be corrected so that you don't have the situation happen at the ports. And you know what I mean? And like what you said, Cap, this thing just make we look bad because firstly, everybody that pay attention to how caring Jamaicans were to each other. You know what I mean? Because people was leaving from the town and all over to carry stuff down into the west to make sure that people who don't have it, you know what I mean, can have something. You know what I mean? But no, things like this happen, it just make it look like, say, boy, you know, they just put a damper, see, in the good where others are trying to do. You understand? So
yes, like it should be a spot where we're able to erect like a big tent, and we just have a line, and people, brothers and sisters, gain food to eat, and then another section where brothers and sisters working and trying to rebuild each other home, brick by brick.
Yeah, man, got one cancer.
You understand what I'm saying? But that's not the case because the politicians, they're not on the ground. But go ahead, Salaki.
Salaki, quick and fast, sir. I mean, Officer Abadawan can tell you, when we go down there, there's regular people, just normal people out on the road begging. Like, you know what I mean? You know, like you have the poor, homeless people out asking for spare change.
Yeah.
These were the regular people just walking up and down the stretch at them gateway, hoping that somebody would pass and left a package with them because them have nothing, sir. Me I tell you, say, yo, probably if you did there, probably you'd have burst out in a tears, sir. Believe me.
Man, Abadawan, tell me, man, that is exactly what was the situation.
Kind of one concern. Terrible. And you can see the long-term effects what this might have because you have young kids who, you know what I mean, would have normally gone to school, You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or inside because it's a school night. Something. Well, it wasn't a school night, but them would not walk the street the way they were. At one time, we see like 3 kids a walk or 4, and them have to hold and them have to hold each other hand. You know what I mean? These were like 13, 14-year-old, and them have to hold each other hand. You know what I mean?
Wow.
You see a big woman, like I think she probably a mother or something. She was walking in front of them, but you can see where it's like she tell them hold each other hand, hold the little one hand, hold fear hand, hold fear hand while you now walk. Why? Because out there so dangerous right now.
Yeah.
No light, no electricity. Them have to walk the streets. I hope that somebody give them some water or somebody give them a package. You know what I mean, with some food in it. You understand? So you can just see the danger where a setup for you right now in a them place, the sir. You see me?
Yeah.
Salaki.
Go ahead, have it on.
Hello. And the thing is, you hear me?
Yeah. We are in here, loud and clear.
The thing is, tons of aid is poured into the different areas, especially Westmoreland, Barling, that them not getting much. But even all right, let's take St. Elizabeth. St. Elizabeth getting a lot of aid. St. Elizabeth getting a lot of aid. And yet still, it's like nothing. Why? Because think of somebody who was working and then him not working again, and you have to feed him 3 times a day. Multiply that by a couple thousand. And then you will see the magnify. And not only that you are now have to feed him, you're now going to have to close him. You know, have to close him. I have to now house him. Multiply that by 1,000. And that is one parish. And on top of that, what you're doing for the individual, there is now the infrastructure. Schools out. I want to say out, I mean damage. Roads damage. Light
no electricity.
Right, light and power down, no communication. I see some places in the cell tower, them drop on ground. What kind of what the breeze really take and lick down these cell towers? I see in Black River some steel frame building.
Yeah.
Or water twist them up. These are things where you design against certain force, but how do you design against a category 5?
Right.
I've seen concrete building, the breeze punch hole to lick out the wall.
Yeah,
Some of these walls is not the old time building. Stone structure. You see some stone structure.
That me just dimension.
Stone structure. Church.
The stone church. A church make out a stone completely demolished. And that and the water do that because no flooding no go on there, so Slakia, go ahead, sir.
Exactly. Punch out stone structure. Here the water, you can know the water come with a force, make the building weightless, and then the coral stones them rush into it and damage it. You can see with that. But up on the hill where you don't have any force, like it's not like a tree fall in the building.
Yeah,
Just the mere force of the wind. The trees themselves paying the price. We have lost over 50, according to our forestry department, we have lost over 50% of our forestry.
Damn.
So the scale of damage is, but the meteorologists were warning and telling us this one is coming with a scale of damage that we have never seen. And it turns out to be so true. These are scales of damage. 5 years from now, we still rebuilding.
Can't.
The Ministry of Education just get a $500 million ticket from the government. Not to rebuild, you know, for cleaning up effort in the school. $500 million. This is for cleaning up effort. Just to get the schools clean up. You know, start put on the roof, you know. Get them clean up so that, you know, you can start see where you're going next. But you know, Cap, what keeps striking me on more than one occasion.
What's that?
We are seeing the scale of these damages. And the scripture tells us that the punishment that the Most High have for these nations, He's going to punish them so hard and so bad that we are not going to see. So, I mean, which break me now looking at say, what is it that the Most High have in store for these nations? Man, my daughter went with us to St. Elizabeth. Well, my daughters. And one of them come up to me and said, Daddy, what happened here? And I said, Category 5 hurricane. I mean, she couldn't comprehend that, you know. And she said, then hurricane, the breeze and water. I said, wow. Yeah. She just could not comprehend how the devastation and really how that relate to breeze and water.
Right.
Yeah, that Lord, I had to say the Lord wasn't that.
I mean,
them angels wasn't that swinging.
That's an only explanation, Cap. Like, you can't explain where you look upon. Like, how is it that a stone church is completely demolished after breeze and water?
Breeze and water.
You know what I mean? That them things don't make sense. You see concrete structure, like, you know, people that have them balcony.
Yeah.
Chip off. Lick off like a bomb lick it. You can't explain that, and it's not a tree fall upon it or nothing.
Damn.
So like you, sir, don't they look like a war zone, you know, and we not even went to the worst part of St. Elizabeth, you know.
Yeah.
Not even the worst part, you know. We not got Black River now, you know. And the place look like a war zone. So like
some building that was able to stand. And I tell you, Cap, when breeze and water peel off the paint.
Damn.
The building stand up to the force and the hurricane, you know, but he losing paint.
Damn.
And got through and then come out chippy. You know that word they use in Jamaica, chippy.
That's crazy, yeah. And you had these brothers, you know what I mean, stealing. If they're stealing, you know what I mean, and from where it's looking like they're actually stealing people's stuff. Nah, we gotta stop that, man. Yeah, I mean, you brothers, yeah, I mean, and them port and entry, you let everything come true for them people, man.
Right.
Everything. Don't take nothing. Now is not the time for that. The Lord is going to come see you if you steal from your brothers and them.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because you further in the oppression. When the oppressor already done, you're already oppressing us. Like, you know it is for you to be on an island. Remember, you all know cricket, right? When you're all on the island, the cricket team is called the West Indies. Right? Where's the West Indies? The West Indies should be on the island, helping build back brick by brick too. You understand? But because he oppressed us to the point where brothers on the different island, if they leave, some of the family ain't gonna get fed. They won't get fed. So we in a position now where, I mean, it's survival. Yeah, I mean, you're in survival mode. You understand? Yeah, give me get that story with
Moses.
Yeah. Moses. Yeah, good. This is a good story to show brotherhood.
Right.
You understand? A good story to show brotherhood. Moses was living under Pharaoh house. Under his roof. You understand? Moses was a Hebrew living under Pharaoh house.
Gun. Salakia, go ahead, Cap. I think you chip out for a second.
Moses, right? Moses was living under Pharaoh's roof. Right. But Moses was a Hebrew. He was an Israelite. He was just like me and you.
Salakia, Cap. Your audio go in and out. You know what I mean?
Salaki. Go ahead. Read the what you call it? Read Exodus. Salaki, I'm gonna be passing in a bad area.
Yeah, kind of one concern. All right, so this is the book of Exodus, chapter 2, and let me start at verse 11. And it said, "And it came to pass in those days when Moses was grown, that he went out unto his brethren and looked on their burdens, and he spied an Egyptian smiting an Hebrew, one of his brethren."
You understand? Moses saw an Egyptian hitting his brother.
Right.
You understand? Abusing his brother. Now understand this. Moses was in this picture. Yeah, I mean, you being like you living under some politician's roof, rich in power, and you see your brothers who work in construction, who doing some laborer's job, being abused by one, you know what I mean, of who the people in charge. You see it. Because Moses was not an Egyptian, he was a Hebrew.
Right.
Read on.
And spied an Egyptian smiting an Hebrew, one of his brethren. Verse 12. And he looked this way and that way. And when he saw that there was no man, he slew the Egyptian and hid him in the sand.
You understand? Now, we ain't saying what Moses did was right. But Moses had the right spirit. He loves his brother. That don't mean now you're going to have to unalive someone. No. That's murder. You understand? And we're not condoning that. But that spirit Moses had, he didn't know how to direct it. He didn't have anybody to guide him on where to direct that anger and how to deal with that type of situation. All he knew, he saw his brother being abused, and he had to do something. You understand? Moses loved his brother, his brothers. And the same man now that the Lord took and to lead his people out of captivity. You mean that's how we get freedom. Freedom is you being independent. You not depending on your oppressor.
Right.
You understand? We depending on our oppressor. Our oppressor made the Jamaican dollar, you know what I mean, like it's worthless basically compared to their dollar. You understand? Like we depend on him. You know what I mean? You go borrow money from the IMF. Like right now, Jamaica, them politicians gonna go begging the IMF for more money to put you all in more debt. You understand? Moses saw it, and he was like, no, he had enough of it. And we have to have that spirit where we love each other more than anything else, where we don't steal and rob and murder each other and alive each other.
Right.
You understand? Learn from Moses. A good story to learn from Moses. Not the murdering part, but the brotherhood, the love he had for them. Not wanting to see another nation hurt his brother.
God.
And now read on. You see more. Let's read on a little more.
God. Verse 13. And when he went out the second day, behold, 2 men of the Hebrew tribe strove together.
Now, he saw 2 of his brothers fight. He's like, yo, he couldn't understand it. He can't understand it. Like, yeah, I mean, like, it's almost like, yeah, I mean, we can't understand why would you steal from your own people? You have it. You have food. You have what you need. You have a roof over your head. Why would you do it? Read on.
God. And he said to Slakia, and he said to him that did the wrong, wherefore smitest thou thy fellow?
You understand? And Moses was being a good judge. He's like saying what? Yo, you were wrong. You're wrong for stealing.
Right.
You're wrong. Read on.
God. And he said, who made thee a prince and a judge over us?
You understand? That ain't no different than your politician coming on and trying to tell my brother Buju Banton, yo, come deal with me first. Why you trying to, you know what I mean, why you lying? Why you doing this?
God.
When somebody did Buju wrong, and not just Buju, they did the people who Buju trying to help out wrong.
God.
And he calling them out on it. But here come your Uncle Tom. Here come your good for nothing, you know what I mean, politician, to try and come and use this as a political tool to save his seat, to make him look like he could take on the problems that the island is seeing right now. You cannot. You better go get Abadan one and Kayad one. Better go get these men. They're gonna tell you how to do it. But you sitting down in your office. You've been sitting down in your office for the past what? Yeah. Now it's time to work. Now you think it's just like a switch. You can just flick it on, and they can just start working. Read on.
God. Intendest thou to kill me as thou killest the Egyptian?
And now here you hear this simple brother who did the wrong. You understand? Trying to check Moses now. You understand?
God.
That ain't no different than you brothers. If you brothers are them ports stealing and Buju calling you out on it. You understand? I hope we ain't had to do the same thing to call you out on it. You understand? Because them barrels coming down for you all. You understand? The Lord gonna come see you. You understand? The Lord is going to visit you at your doorstep, and you're gonna know it's because you stole.
Right.
You understand? From God chosen people. Read on.
God. And Moses feared and said, surely this thing is known. Verse 15. Now when fear.
You understand? Now, and that's why you and me, we're gonna have to be righteous so that nobody can say you did this, you did that.
Right.
And now we're like, oh shit, he saw that. No, we gotta be right. That's why we said what Moses did was wrong. And you Moses knew it was wrong. You understand? Because now he started what? Fear, because he's like, yo, they're going to sell him out. You understand? So we cannot be like this. We cannot be thieves. You understand? We cannot be murderers. We cannot be, like these politicians. You understand? Who is professional liars, professional at capitalizing on a situation. You understand? Instead of trying to help and investigate to see whether or not these people are getting what they're supposed to get. Any more?
Salakia. Yeah, carry on, cancer.
Come on.
It's sir. That was it, sir. For that.
Yeah, that was it. I mean, Buju need to come and see you all too, man. Buju need to find the school, find that one, find yourself, man, and let's join together and get these people what they need. You understand? But I want to send my list, brother. You love your people. I'm tell you straight up. They better find you, and they better give you all the money you need to fix that place. You'll do more than what them politicians do. You ain't gonna be sitting down in no office, on your behind. You understand? You'll be up in the streets making sure you find out what each and every brother and sister need on the island. You understand?
Right.
Any more? Let's see. Give me the scripture on stealing.
Salakia, say that again, sir.
Give me the law on stealing.
Can.
Yeah, so these Christians know that the laws are not done away with. You understand? Not because man don't see you. Man ain't see you. You think the Lord ain't seeing you? No sweat. We'll see.
Can. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 20, and verse 15. Thou shalt not steal.
Thou shalt not what?
Thou shalt not steal.
Lord is telling you, thou shalt not steal.
Right.
When you steal, you act like the oppressor. You understand? You act like the oppressor. You act like those Europeans, like those colonialists. You understand? You remember, Jamaica wasn't just begging for reparations.
Yeah.
Why would you be begging for reparations? Because you know these people stole something from you.
Can.
You understand? And now you're going to do it to your own people? Nah. We'll be better than them, than these Europeans.
Right.
We'll be better than these heathens. Read on.
Salakia, that was it for Exodus 20 and 15.
Okay. You want to touch on the that other video too? The other one?
Yeah, the one that started. You thought the killing? Police.
Yeah.
Can. Can.
Let's jump into that too.
Investigations is probing.
And that should show you, remember in Deuteronomy, it spoke about the punishment, the curses, and you've seen the curses playing out. You understand? The tender and delicate man, you ain't gonna have nothing in your basket. You understand? Like it's being played out right there in front of your face. Because we Israelites, you can't run from it. You think you could run from, from the judgments of the Lord? You cannot. We cannot run from the Lord. All right, come on.
Can.
The fatal shooting of 4 unidentified males. They were killed during an alleged confrontation with the police along the Linstead bypass in St. Catherine yesterday. The Constabulary Communication Network says the incident occurred about 9:30 p.m.
So pause it there.
2 firearms, a revolver, and an...
Pause it there. Give me thou shalt not murder.
Khan, this is the book of Exodus chapter 20 and verse 13. Thou shalt not kill.
Right?
You want it in Matthew? You want when Christ said it?
Yeah. That too, and also too, give me the repercussions. Where you say the blood gonna be on upon you, I believe. Well, that could be Cain and Abel, because that's another story we're gonna get to. Like, come on.
Slack.
Why are you looking for it? Play this video. Continue playing it.
9mm pistol were reportedly seized. The Inspectorate and Professional Standards Oversight Bureau is also investigating the shooting. Our news center understands that the men had committed a murder in Guys Hill when they encountered a police team at the intersection of the Linstead bypass and the Rose Hall main road. There was an exchange of gunfire and the men were killed. A policeman was shot, but his vest stopped the bullet from causing injury.
To other news now, reggae superstar Buju Banton and the
All right, so that was it for that part of the video, sir.
Yeah. I mean, I mean, these things happening on the island right now. Bali Island, is basically still in mourning. Because I'm telling you, I was talking to about that one. I think more people die than we really know. Really die. I mean, Jamaica don't have, what they call them, like bunkers, where people go, like shelters, like people who live in these areas where they have a ton of tornadoes. They have bunkers where they go, underground, close that door, and if the house get taken up, they beneath. You understand? The devastation where all them people was when that took place. As Albert, I was saying too, more than likely some people ran into these buildings that they thought were strong structures. And who knows what happened with that type of wind that was blowing.
Yes, sir. Matthew 19 and 18 says, he saith unto him.
Yeah, that is, I'm breaking up.
Yeah, you broke up. I think you broke up a while ago. I thought you stopped speaking.
No, that's okay. You go ahead.
He saith unto him, which Jesus said, thou shalt do no murder. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not bear false witness.
And these are the things you extra supposed to be paying attention to in times like this. You cannot use this time to take advantage of your people. You cannot. Right. You cannot now have a sister doing tricks for you, or a brother doing tricks for you just to get food.
Right.
You understand? Like, you can't take this time now, since there's a disaster on the island, to now exact your revenge. Get your revenge on whoever you wanted to get a revenge on. I think this is your opportune time. This is your window right here. You better not do it.
God.
All right, read on.
That was it for Matthew. We have the Cain situation.
Yeah, give me Cain.
All right, so we have Genesis 4 and 8, and it said, but unto Cain, unto his offering, he had no respect. And Cain was very wrath, and his countenance fell. verse 6. And the Lord said unto Cain, why art
Right,
thou
because Cain was upset. Cain wanted to do what the hell he wanted to do. Want to give the Lord whatever he wanted to give the Lord, when the Lord was specific on what he was supposed to give. You understand? He was specific. The Lord told Cain what to give him to do. Read on.
Why art thou wrath? And why is thy countenance fallen? If thou doest well, shall thou not be accepted?
Right, if you do well, you ain't gonna be accepted.
Right.
And you know what I mean? And Jamaica, boy, we need to do well right now. So the Lord could look down from heaven and accept, the fact, and have mercy. Remember, your brothers and sisters walked through the wilderness, and the Most High, they cried unto the Most High, and the Most High gave them what? Quails. And they ate, and they were so greedy with it too. You understand? Like the Lord will provide a way for you, but he ain't gonna do it if you're committing murder, you're stealing, being a thief. You understand? You're choosing, this time to basically, take advantage of, of sisters or brothers, abuse them. Nah, can't do that. Go on, read on.
And if thou doest not well, sin lieth at the door.
Lord saying sin lieth at the door.
Right.
You understand? That sin could be in the form of you stealing products out of a barrel that's sent for hurricane victims. You bastards, if you're doing it. Read on.
And unto thee shall be his desire.
And it should be his desire. Now you choosing to be slave. You understand? To some items. What would you say he lost? I think you was telling me he lost like a stove or something. People need things to cook with.
SpaceX, what you call it?
The internet. Yeah, internet. Trying to make sure people have, things. Now you become a slave to that.
Right.
So you don't know when you go turn on SpaceLink and Starlink. You think people ain't gonna know you're stealing? That the reputation you want?
Right.
You're a fool.
Right.
Come on.
And thou shalt rule over him.
Yeah, you gonna rule over him. Meaning that lust you have gonna rule over you.
Right.
Now everybody gonna know you're a thief. Everybody know you're gonna be you're lust filled. You understand? Everybody gonna know you're a sexual deviant. Everybody. Because you don't let that thing rule you. You understand? Everybody gonna know you're a weed head.
Right.
Everybody. Come on.
Verse 8. And Cain talked with Abel his brother. And it came to pass, when they were in the field, that Cain rose up against Abel his brother, and slew him.
And what?
And slew him.
And slew him. Kill him. You understand? Kill him out of jealousy. Not saying that these brothers that went to commit this murder was jealous. It's saying that. You can't kill your brother because you're jealous of him. You can't kill your brother no matter what.
Right.
You cannot kill him. You can't. You can't receive justice for whatever happened, whatever wrong your brother do you. You understand? And that could be in the form of money. That could be in the form of, whatever the judge decide. You understand? And we have that in here. You have some issue with some brother, you better bring it here. You better bring it to the school and let the righteous judgment reign. You understand? But you going out there doing street justice, that ain't gonna work. And the Lord ain't gonna be with you on that. And you clearly see the Lord was not with you. Because you went and commit murder, and then the Lord had judgment waiting right there for you. Right then and there. You understand? In the form of these cops. That treat us so ill at times. You understand? They all use the same tool that you don't like. You understand?
Salakia, sir.
Come on.
And it goes both ways as well for the cops. See? Who like because them have on the uniform and them have the license. They think them have the license to go and analyze brothers. It can happen to you as well, because we have another story where, an article where 2 cops was analyzed. You understand? So don't think you and the murderers are different. And when I say the cops them will get analyzed, should get analyzed. That is not what we are saying. What I'm saying is, don't think that whether you're criminal or police, that whatever you dish out won't come back around to you. You understand?
That's it.
I think you have a scripture where say, the man that do murder, him a go, or slack your blood shall be upon him. I think you mentioned that scripture as well, Cap.
Yeah.
So if you committed unalivement, Zane, whether you be police or whether you be criminal, just know that it can happen to you too. You understand?
Yeah, get me with the no remission of sin without blood. It's in the New Testament. Over here and give me that one. You understand? You like to see blood run? Well, guess what? Somebody like to see blood run too, and that's the Lord. You understand? He's the ultimate judge. You understand? You can't want to execute judgment like you, the Lord, when you doing wrong too. You can't come see it.
We have Hebrews 9:22, and it says, and almost all things are by the law purged with blood, and without shedding of blood is no remission.
You understand? Almost all things what? Read that one more time.
And almost all things are by the law purged with blood.
To purge with what? With blood. You went on a live, somebody, and now your blood all in the streets too.
Right.
Because you just had to get judgment. You just have to get judgment. But somebody had to get judgment too, and that's the Lord.
Right.
That's what we fail to realize. When you get your judgment, he had to get his judgment too. Because else, if that stand, then we'll just be a place. It'll just be a place for murderers to live in. You understand? Right? Any more on the Cain? I think that was it on the Cain.
That wasn't for Cain. But to add to your point, sir, like what Kappa saying, you know what I mean? Because like me that say as well, down in them parts of Jamaica right now, it's going to be chaotic. See? You know what I mean? If you hear the words of what Cap is saying, don't use this chaotic, you know what I mean, scenarios now. Some leave for now go out there and do evil, you understand? Now is the time for you to be kind to your brother, kind to your sister. You know what I mean? Because for a lack of brotherhood that we have had for so long, you know what I mean, definitely is a contribution to why this storm came. You understand? So let this just be a lesson. You understand? So that.
That's it. Yeah. And give me I forget the ones you're holding. What you holding yourself?
All right, we have a couple.
Tell me.
All right, we have Luke 22:36. We say, let him sell his garment and buy.
Yeah, give me that one.
Gun.
That's the one, because I don't want brothers mistake. Mistake what I'm saying. I think I'm telling you that you gonna have to cover down on that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like basically what the Christians be saying.
Yeah,
Like if somebody slap you in your cheek, you have to turn the other cheek. You know what I mean? The Christian, I'm not saying that. There's times when somebody might be unalive, and that should be when you are practicing self-defense. You understand? That's the only time you're allowed. You understand? To put somebody down, and that's for self-defense. And Christ believed in them, and this is what we're going to read about here right now. Read.
This is Luke 22:36, and it says, Then said he unto them, But know he that has a purse, let him take it, and likewise his scrip, and he that has no sword, let him sell his garment and buy one.
Why is Christ sending this verse to buy a sword? A sword back in them time is equivalent to what? A gun in our time.
Yeah, gun.
You understand? Once it was legal back then to have a sword. You understand? Christ wasn't telling them to break the law. He's like, no, he's telling them, go get a sword if you don't have one.
Gun.
You understand? No, if it's legal, if you can get, a piece legal, you better get it legal. You understand? You damn sure could use it to defend yourself. You understand? But that sword shouldn't be taken to go commit a robbery, to go commit a murder. Now you're being a sinner. You understand? Read on.
Gun. And he that has no sword, let him sell his garment and buy one. For I say unto you, verse 37, for I say unto you, that this that is written must yet be accomplished in me. And he was reckoning among Salakia. That's basically it, sir.
Yeah.
All right, we have Romans 12:19, sir. This said, Dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves, but rather give place.
This is Paul that's telling the brothers in Rome. I mean, don't avenge yourself, because black people, oh boy, somebody do us wrong, boy, we want that justice. They know who we don't want justice for, we oppressing. We gotta love him, forgive him. But when it comes to your people, nah, you owe me. You did this to me. You did that to me. You understand? We are going to have to forgive each other. We gotta learn it. Because Christ is, Mosiah is saying this. Read what Paul said again.
Dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves, but rather give place unto wrath.
Right, give place unto wrath, meaning let the Lord deal with that person, man.
Right.
Not to say you shouldn't seek justice. Justice should be in the form of something happened to you. Some brother did you something wrong. Then you should come to the right authorities, which is the Israel School of Practical Knowledge. Ask for counsel.
Right.
And let that counsel decide what judgment is going to fall on who. Because we're going there. Because one day you're going to pick that phone up and call the cops in Jamaica, and there's no cop. And all that. And then you're going to need men like Abadan 1 and Kayad 1. You're going to need them.
Right.
You understand? And the Lord, give place to wrath. Let the Lord deal with them. You understand? Right? Any more?
Can. It says, vengeance, Slakia, for it is written, vengeance is mine, I will repay, saith the Lord.
The Lord is going to repay whoever do you wrong with.
Right.
He's going to repay them. You understand? The big thing, you understand, or the abuse is just going to be a continued cycle.
God.
Any more?
We have one more scripture, and then you know what I mean. This is the last one. It's this is Romans 12 and 20, and it says, therefore, if thine enemy hunger, feed him. If he thirst, give him drink.
Yeah, son. The Lord teaching you how to deal with your enemy, and this is your brother. The brother that wrong you, sister that wrong you. Read.
For in so doing, thou shalt heap coals of fire on his head.
You understand? If Buju find them boys and them that do that, he gonna have to forgive them.
Right.
And them boys should return what was taken. You understand? Return it. You understand? Let the Lord get judgment on that. Decide whether them boys gonna pay or them girls, whoever did it, woman or man, whoever do it, gonna pay for it. And Buju should be like, you know what? Hold this, hold that. It seemed like you all wanted something too. You know what I mean? And read on. What you say after that? Give them water, meaning you give them, you know what I mean, what they need. It's the enemy. It's somebody who wrong you. But you being what? You being kind to them. Read.
For in so doing, thou shalt heap coals of fire on his head.
You're going to heap coals of fire on the head. You know what? The Lord is going to judge them.
Right.
Because you are kind to them and they abuse the kind person. The Lord protects kind people. The Lord is very merciful to kind, compassionate people. You understand? And that's why if you deal with black people wrong, incorrectly, the Lord is going to see it. The Lord took, in the Bible, the Lord ain't give Esau any type of what I call mercy.
Right.
None. And that's because of how he dealt with us. And you can clearly see on the earth right now, he deserves every bit of it coming his way when Christ returns. Every bit of it. All right. Anything else?
So, yes, sir. We have one more scripture, but there's a verse in this chapter that goes well with it.
Go ahead.
Verse 21, be not overcomer, Slakia, be not overcome of evil, but overcome evil with good.
Yeah, that's exactly what you got to do.
Okay.
But you got to forgive them, man. Yes, sir. And at the same time, to them men should give up. Put them things back in a barrel. Put it back.
God.
We don't need to know your name. We don't need to see it. Let the Lord judge you on it. But you should give it back. You should put it back. You should be like, you know what, Buju, your items was misplaced. Here are your items. I apologize for your inconvenience.
Yeah,
apologize to the people.
Send him a message. You know what I mean? Or do a video, you know what I mean, with your face covered. You know what I mean? Telling them where them can pick up the items. You understand?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so just do the right thing. You know what I mean?
You mean put it back. That's all. Not the right thing. Put it back.
Yeah, they might can't put it back where them take it from. But just put it somewhere where the authorities can come find it and give it to the, you know what I mean, where it was intended to go.
Yeah.
Just do the right thing, man. Now, I mean,
Yeah,
you
man.
don't want to be the person who stole from the victims of Hurricane Melissa. You know what I mean? So look.
Yeah. All right. Any more?
One last one, sir. This says,
Go
Matthew
ahead.
5:5, blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth.
That's right. That's your brothers in Jamaica and in the Caribbean. You brothers in America, Negroes in America. You know what I mean? Blessed are the meek. You are the meek on the earth. And you're going to inherit this earth one day. And you're going to show the white man, the oppressor, how this earth should be run.
Right.
You understand? He has all the resources to go fight and unalive people, but he has no resources to save lives. You understand? No resources to rebuild. You understand? Ain't no problem. The Lord give you a shot at it, and you're failing right now. And as you continue to fail, black people will continue to rise to the occasion. You understand? Anything else? Abadan, you want to say anything before we close out?
Well, and the matter here, I just hope that it was a oversight.
Yeah, me too.
Because it don't really, if it go like that, then it don't look good on the island. But the minister said the barrels are still sealed when they leave the airport.
Yeah, so like, yeah, after the airport, it went to a warehouse in St. Catherine, so it could have been the theft could have happened there. You know what I mean? But
it's not a government warehouse. It went to.
No.
That's the location where they are supposed to go.
Yeah, it's supposed to go. So regardless of that, still, but I say it still leave us. You know what I mean? With some, what I call it now, some corrections as a people. You know.
Like Mr. It is not so, because trust me, well, them people need the aid. We went there and we saw for ourselves. So we don't like, one stove or so to dampen the aid coming in. Another recent picture.
That's right.
Whole heap of aid in New York. New York people giving. I know a lot of Jamaicans in New York. That's going to come down here anytime soon. We don't want that to dampen. And then, after food comes other things. So, for the sake of the people who hope that, we can get behind that. Also, that a lot of the people who they say died during the hurricane, investigation kind of shows that it looked like some reprisal killing and thing was taking place during the. But they find people where an hurricane kill them. The dead body is not from hurricane wound, like bullet wound.
God.
Yeah, that's rough.
And a lot of the people who died when the hospital collapsed. When the hospital, Savlamar and Black River, when those hospitals gave way, persons who were sick and in the hospital would die, but they probably don't count them under the hurricane. They count them under that they died by what they went in the hospital for. For instance, Barry G. Barry G died of pneumonia. Barry G went in the hospital for pneumonia and died during the hurricane. I can guarantee they're not going to count his death as a hurricane death. What's the cause of death? Pneumonia.
So like you sir, him die eventually
Yeah, Bargy died.
because them that say him dead, you know, and then him come out and say him not dead. Or what that people that wish upon him. So yeah, say after the hurricane, no hurricane kill him. Eh?
Since the hurricane into that, or before the hurricane?
Before the hurricane, me that year people say Barry G dead.
Okay.
And then after now, because when we went to work, a lady we do some sweeping, she say Barry G where she listened to from she young dead. But then a video came out saying, and that before the hurricane, see, and then a video came out saying him a say him not dead. So you know what I mean? So that yeah.
I'm dead now.
If me I remember the time frame correctly still.
It come out and it came out on the news media.
Okay, kind of one.
You know, Barrington Garden, famous disc jockey, passed away during the hurricane. I think it was at the Savlamar Hospital. It was at Savlamar Hospital. Lose one of the wing must lose its roof. You know, Black River Hospital actually wipe out. I think they have a field hospital there now. They have to put up a temporary thing. But you know, and probably they don't find because some areas, you know, the police couldn't get in there to try to invest. You know, the police have to make report of the deaths and all that. And there was a man who was riding his bike after the hurricane. He lost everything during the hurricane, and he collapsed on the road. And no aid could have gotten to him. This is immediately after the hurricane passed in Black River. No aid could get to him. The roadway was blocked. People didn't know how to administer any care to him. You know, he died right there on the roadside.
Mm-hmm. So that some people come out and say hundreds of people died. Well, more than 100, not hundreds. You know what I mean? So the reports where them are put out in the media, the last time I checked, over 50 them say that just, as I said, might not be the total number, you know what I mean? Amount, you know what I mean?
But remember, you know, when you have a death, you know, you have investigation behind it. So
yeah, can.
The thing is, they're not telling you what. If they investigate it and then realize they can link it with the hurricane, then you're not going to hear that it's hurricane.
Gone.
If they during the hurricane they have a heart attack, most likely they might say it's heart attack.
Oh man, yeah, you're right.
God.
But if you get hit by something now, then you know the trauma from the hit that kill you, then hurricane kill you. But why, I don't know. It's not nice here in Jamaica now. We on this side, the most I save half the island so that this half that is saved can go and salvage the half that is damaged.
That's it.
And you know, for the most part, that is what is happening. So like tomorrow now, we're going to have a barrage of people going into St. Elizabeth and Westmoreland, visiting their people and, you know, going in to bring aid. A lot of people out here dipping their pocket and, you know, purchasing out of them pocket and just go in the areas and deliver something. That's what is saving the people now.
That's good to come together on that.
Yeah, man, adversity have a tendency to bring people together. And disaster thing here. So if that was the Most High's plan, it kind of working.
Yeah.
And it's kind of working because I've heard of incidents where areas that is not getting any aid, they go and hijack truck and bring it into their area. Hey, things happening out here, man. You know, people in their area are not getting no aid and they're hungry. And go jump down truck, bring it in their area and feed their people. So Robin Hood style. Robin Hood style, man.
Yeah.
But for the most part, you know. For the most part, there are things getting in. Like I said, for the most part. It's not going to be all smooth and nice, but you know, I get it help. A man collect a bag and them have food in it. When them are cooking, neighbor go and smell it, you know, and begging some.
Yeah, you're right.
Bad feeling if the neighbor come and knock him out and take it away, but in those areas that might not happen.
That's good, man.
In those areas. They're more to share. There are more to share. Like the areas that we went into, the, you know, after a man collect them thing, they run and tell their neighbor and tell their friends, hey, he's not going down the side, no, go and go collect something now. They weren't selfish.
Yeah.
God,
that's good. Yeah, man.
Discipline.
That's good. Yeah, you all keep your eyes and ears, you know, close.
What we want to see though is some meaningful change going in so that you don't get because this is going to dry up after a while. You know? Things are going to start going. And we don't want to start hear about crime increase and disease.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean the domestic situation not pretty. No running water. You know, by this week they start back some pumps up and running. Yeah.
Quick and fast, sir. While we were handing out the food, you know what I mean? You can see the condition of the people and where they come collect, like them clothes was dirty, you know what I mean? Well dirty as if that are the last clothes and them have on them back.
Right, they're not water to wash. If they find little water and it clean, waiting, drinking come first. Oh, and another thing, in a lot of these areas, you know, Cap, these people harvest rainwater, you know, rainfall, and they catch the water to drink. But here the thing now, they're not on a roof. So you don't catch your water. So, double jeopardy. They know how to harvest the rainwater, but they don't have the roof now to harvest the rainwater. Roof gone.
Well, Israel is a very resourceful people, man.
Yeah.
We're gonna make it true. Trust. All right. Keanu, anything else?
Yeah, sir. That would be a good note. We can end the show upon. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Another excellent show again. To order for coming through. To order to Officer Abadawan for coming through as well. You know what I mean? So to the people watching, this is the Breakdown Podcast, where we break down the strongholds holding back the children of Israel here in the Caribbean, North Central and South America. And with that, shalom.
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 Shalom. Yabashim Shabbat Thumb.
Perfect time.
Yeah. One West. I'm sorry, me need a break, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We work work hard in a life, hustle every day and all in a night. Man a hunt for the goal and a dig it in a road and a live no life. I'm sorry, me need a break, I'm sorry. Right now me a seek time for myself and me a shell down some party. Me stress, me a look for a recess. For me brain me a refresh. This a game me a reset. Move to the girl in a the beach dress. The body a roller, she a the neatest. She nah no man, nah that a the weakness. So me the in her ears, but not like a real pest. Nah, just a move with a vibe. Because we a poor, the mood is alive. If you do 9 to 5, I know you a get rich, you do realize. I'm sorry, me need a break, I'm sorry. Right now we a poor, kulu rump on NSC with Campari. That is it. Move to the girl, let the body tick. What is it? You know see me a talk loud the politics. Watch it twist. No one seen a chick flick, no matic click. No negative energy, a positive. One way I keep the peace and no magic trick. We a dance till the night gone. We a groove, we a vibe. And no care, no fear right off. Make it home with your life. Me say, me no want see you leave yet. Me no want see you depressed. We a party for de-stress. We work hard in a life, hustle every day and all in a night. Man a hunt for the goal and I mash up the road and now.